Hello class! Welcome back to our channel. In this tutorial video, ituturo ko sa inyo guys kung paano ba mag-solve ng compound interest. Okay, so when we say compound interest, it is the addition of interest to the principal sum of a loan or deposit. Or in other words, interest on interest. Okay, so ang formula na gagamitin natin is F equals P times the quantity of 1 plus J raised to N, where J is equals to I raised to M over M, and yung N naman natin is equals to TM. Okay, kung saan yung F is our maturity value or the future value, yung P naman is our principal or the present value. Okay? Then, yung ating I naman, that is our nominal rate of interest. Ito yung annual rate. Usually, makikita mo yan naka-percent. Okay? Then, yung M is the frequency of conversion. Yung frequency of conversion, guys, kung tayo ay naka-annually, ibig sabihin, ang M natin is equals to 1. Kung semi-annually naman, guys, ang M natin is equals to 2. Kung tayo naman ay naka-quarterly, meron tayong 4 quarters in 1 year. Tama? Then, kung tayo naman ay naka-monthly, ang M natin is equals to 12. Since meron tayong 12 months in 1 year. Okay? So, ito yung mga possible value ng frequency of conversion natin. O yung M. Okay? Then kung saan yung T naman is our term or time na naka-years. So again, kung sakaling naka-months kayo, kailangan i-convert nyo muna yung inyong term into years. Okay? So let's have our first example. So Chris borrows 50,000 pesos and promises to pay the principal and the interest at 12% compounded monthly. So, how much must he repay after 6 years? Okay? So, dito guys, ang pinapahanap sa atin is yung principal and the interest. Tama? O yung ating maturity value. Magkano yung total ng kanyang babayaran? Okay, so first, identify muna natin yung ating mga given. So, sabi dito, Chris borrows 50,000 pesos. Yan yung ating present value o yung principal. Okay? And promises to pay the principal and interest at 12%. Okay, yung 12%, yan yung ating I raised to M. Okay, so or that is equivalent to 0.12. Then sabi dyan, compounded monthly. So, ito yung ating frequency of conversion. So, ang M natin ngayon is equals to monthly, which is 12. Since meron tayong 12 months in a year. Then, ang time natin is 6 years. Tama? So, ang pinapahanap is yung principal and interest, yung total. And that is our maturity value. Okay? So, ang first step natin guys, para magamit natin yung ating formula, dito sa taas, is to solve for J and N. Okay, unahin natin si J. So, ang J natin is equals to nominal rate, ayun yung ating I raised to M, over yung frequency of conversion. Okay, so in our given, ang ating nominal rate is equals to 0.12 divided by yung ating M, which is 12. So, this is equivalent to 0.01. Okay? Then, yung ating N naman is equals to time times M. So, dito sa given natin, ang T natin is equals to 6. Then, ang M natin ay 12. So, 6 times 12, guys, this is equals to 72. Okay? So, after natin, guys, ma-solve si J and N, pwede na natin gamitin yung F equals P times the quantity of 1 plus J raised to N. para ma-solve yung ating maturity value. Okay? So, substitute natin guys. Ang P natin is equals to 50,000 times the quantity of 1 plus J. Ang J natin is 0.01 raised to 72. Okay, yung N natin. So, using your calculator, we have 1 plus 0.01 raised to 72. Then, times natin kay 50,000. Ang maturity value natin ngayon is equals to 102,354 pesos and 97 centavos. Ito yung ating final answer. Okay? So, kung i-input niyo yan sa calculator, guys, ang una nyong isa-solve dyan is si 1 plus 0.01. Okay? And that is 1.01. Then, i-raise natin kay 72. Pagkatapos nyong ma-raise kay 72, guys, tsaka nyo i-multiply kay 50,000. Okay? So, ang F natin is equals to 102,354.97. Okay? So, let's proceed to example number 2. Find the maturity value and the interest if 10,000 is deposited in a bank at 2% compounded monthly for 5 years. So, dito guys, ang pinapahanap sa atin is the maturity value o yung F and the interest. Okay? So, identify natin yung mga given. First, meron tayong 10,000 na dineposit sa bank. Yan yung ating principal. Okay? Then, meron tayong interest rate, which is 2%. Yan yung nominal rate natin. 2% or this is 0.02. Tama? Next, meron tayong compounded monthly. Ibig sabihin, ang frequency of conversion natin ay 12 ulit since monthly tayo. Then, meron tayong term na 5 years. Okay, so again, first solve natin si J. Ang J natin is equals to nominal rate over the frequency of conversion. Ang nominal rate natin ay 0.02 over M, which is 12. So, this equals to 0.00167. Okay? Then, ang N naman natin is equals to time times M. Ang T natin is 5. Then, ang M natin ay 12. So, this equals to 60. Okay? So, solve na natin si maturity value, which is equals to P times 1 plus J raised to N. Okay? Where P is equals to 10,000 times the quantity of 1 plus J. So, ang J natin is 0.00167 raised to N, which is 60. Okay, so add natin yan. That is 1.00167 raised to 60. Then, i-multiply natin to 10,000. Okay, so ang total niyan is equals to 11,053. Okay? So, ito na ngayon guys yung ating maturity value. Then, to solve for the interest, since dalawa yung pinapahanap, maturity value and the interest. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung ating interest dito sa compound, that is equals to F minus P. Okay? Ang F natin is 11,053 minus yung principal natin, which is 10,000. So, dito guys, ang ating interest, o ang compound interest natin is equals to 1,053. Okay, so ito yung tinubo. So, from 10,000, naging 11,053. Okay, so naintindihan ba guys kung paano mag-solve ng maturity value or the future value? So next, proceed tayo guys kay present value. Okay? So ang formula na gagamitin natin to solve for the present value at compound interest is P equals F all over 1 plus J raised to N. So same lang, ang J natin is equals to the nominal rate over M. Then ang N natin is equals to time times M. Okay? So, naiba lang ng konti yung ating formula. Si 1 plus j raised to n napunta sa denominator. Okay? So, let's have our first example. So, find the present value of 50,000 pesos due in 4 years if money is invested at 12% compounded semi-annually. So, dito guys, ang pinapahanap sa atin ay yung present value. Okay, yung P. So, identify natin yung mga given. First, meron tayong 50,000. That is our F. Yung ating maturity value. Then, meron tayong 4 years. Yan yung time. Then, 12%. Ito yung ating nominal rate. So, si 12%, same lang yan guys ni 0.12. Then, compounded semi-annually. So, ibig sabihin, ang frequency of conversion natin is equals to 2. Since meron tayong dalawang semi-annually in 1 year. Tama? So, ang first move natin is to solve for J, which is equals to nominal rate over M. So, ang nominal rate natin ay 0.12 divided by M, which is 2. So, ang ating J is equals to 0.06. Okay? Then, solve natin si N, which is time times M. So, ang T natin ay 4 times M, which is 2. So, ang N natin is equals to positive 8. Tama? So, ngayon, pwede na nating masolve si present value, which is equals to maturity value over the quantity of 1 plus J raised to N. Okay, so ito yung ating formula. Substitute natin guys yung ating mga given. Ang F natin ay 50,000 over 1, that's constant, plus J's, which is 0.06 raised to N, which is positive 8. Okay, so using your calculator guys, masosolve natin to, 50,000 divided by the quantity of 1 plus 0.06 raised to 8. That is equals to 31,370.62. Okay, so ito na ngayon guys yung ating present value. Nakuha ba? So let's have another example, number 4. What is the present value of 50,000 due in 2 years and 6 months if money is invested or worth 10% compounded quarterly? So again, ang pinapahanap sa atin is the present value nung ating naging maturity value na 25,000. Tama? Yan yung F natin. Then, meron tayong time, which is 2 years and 6 months. Okay, so again, kailangan ma-convert natin si 6 months in a year. Alam naman natin na kailangan natin i-divide yan by 12. Tama? Kasi meron tayong 12 months in 1 year. And that is 0.05 or 0.5. Tama? So, i-add natin dun sa 2 years. So, ang total na time natin is 2.5 years. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin natin, guys. Then, meron tayong nominal rate, which is 10%. Or that is 0.1. Compounded quarterly. So, ilang quarter ba meron tayo in 1 year? Meron tayong 4. Tama? So, bago natin magamit yung formula ni principal, ang first move natin guys is to solve for J and N. Ang J natin is equals to nominal rate over M. So, ang nominal rate natin ay 0.1 divided by M, which is 4. So, that is equals to 0.025. Then, ang N natin is TM. Ang time natin, guys, is 2.5 years times M, which is 4. So, meron tayong N equals 10. Tama? So, applying the formula. So, ang formula natin, principal value is equals to maturity value over the quantity of 1 plus J raised to N. Kung saan, ang F natin is equals to 25,000 over 1, that is constant. Ang J natin dito guys, nandito sa taas, 0.025 raised to N. Ang N natin ay 10. Okay, so using your calculator, we have 25,000 divided by the quantity of 1 plus 0.025 raised to 10. So, pag sinolve niyo yan guys, ang total ng ating present value is equals to 19,529.96. Ito na ngayon guys yung ating final answer. Okay? So, this is the end of our video. I hope naintindihan nyo guys kung paano ba mag-solve ng maturity value and present value at compound interest. If you have questions or clarifications, kindly put them in the comment section below. So, thank you guys for watching. This is Prof. D. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye!